Hey guys, good evening. Um, Today I'm going to go through the linked list very briefly. So, do exercise on pointers and the basic stuff of linked list. And then we're going to move on to new topic within the linked list, which is reversing it. There's a specific method that I learned today, and I want to share it with you guys. So yeah, let's dive into it. Let me share my screen really quick. Yeah, perfect. So this is an easy question. Number 83, remove duplicates from a sorted list. So basically, given a linked list here, um, you have to remove the duplicates. So as you can see, 1 1 is a duplicate. So it just boils down to 1 2. Here as well, head is equal to 1 1 2 3 3. Now the duplicates is 1 and 3, so they remove it and give an output of an array which is 1 2 3. So how are we going to approach this? So basically, what we have to do is um, when a pointer is aiming at the head, and if the next node is the value of the next node is the same as the value of the current node, then the pointer should skip the node after and go straight to the one after the next node, right? And check if it has the same value as the current node. So if we visualize this, hmm, my computer is really, really slow. My dream is to earn some money from this YouTube account, hopefully one day, and then buy a new laptop. But anyways, given some nodes, and pointer is looking at the current node, we're gonna um, if the value of this current node is the same as the one after, then we're gonna skip this pointer and then move on to the one after. So how are you going to implement this? So we would have to initialize the head of the sorted linked list, right? Like we always do. Then that would be current equals head. Now, we can determine if a node is a duplicate by comparing its value to the node after it in the list. And if it's a duplicate, we change the next pointer of the current node so that it skips the next node, right? So while current is not known, if it's not empty, and current next is not none, so when it iterates through the node, and when it reaches the end, it will stop if if current if the value of the next node is equal to the value of the current node. So if current next val equal to current val, then what would happen? We have to skip the pointer um, onto the next one, right? So we skip that one and go to the one after. So that would be current next equals to current dot next dot next current dot next. Yeah, this should be correct. Else it means that it's not a duplicate, right? So that would just be, we just go normally. So current equals current dot next. Now, after it iterates through the linked list, we return the head. Let's see if this works. Yeah, so it returns the output, anticipated output. So yeah, that was a brief summarization of what we learned yesterday, what I learned yesterday. Now we're going to go through the reverse linked list. So what is a reverse linked list? Reverse linked list, let me just, how it works. So given there are some nodes, we now use another pointer on top of the pointer looking at the current. And so what I mean by reverse list is if there's 3, 4, 5, we just reverse the order. So it would be 4, 5, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And we utilize another pointer named previous to point to none. So there we will be utilizing previous and current pointer. And we iterate through the linked list while current is not none. And we store the next node. And then we reverse the pointer. And then we move the previous pointer and the current, we move the previous and current one step forward. So now we prev equals to current, and then current equals to next node. So yeah, 1 second. Yeah, so when we are at a node current, we need to set its next pointer to the node we were at previously. So we use the previous pointer, extra previous pointer, to track the previous node. So we're currently at this current node, and we start by initializing previous node to none. So it's there. Now, previous pointer needs to update every iteration. So after updating this current dot next, so we'll be pointing here, we also set previous equal to current. So we're finally using this previous, and it's pointing now at the node where the current was previously. And if we set this current dot next equals to previous, after we do this, then we're essentially losing the reference to the original current dot next, right? So we use, in this case, a temporary variable, the next node, to keep a reference to the current the original current next. Wow, it's hard to explain. So we're gonna try to implement it in a code now and see how it works out. So given reverse list head, if the previous, okay, we first set it as none, so previous node as none, and current is as usual head, and what else? Oh, we need the next node, right? To keep the temporary variable. So, oh no, we are going to implement that later. And so while we do this current, what's going to happen? So we make sure we don't lose the next node. So that would be next dot, okay, let's say next node. This is the temporary variable that we mentioned. So current dot next, and we now reverse the direction of the pointer. So while it was going like this, we reverse it. So we do this. So that will be how we do that, is current dot next equals previous. So while the pointer was pointing this way, we're now pointing at the direction of the previous. And this, now we have to specify this previous, set the current to previous now for the next node. So that would be previous equals current. So the difference between the 7th line and 8th line is that 7th line, we're specifying the direction of the pointer, and in the 8th line, we're actually setting the value of the node, the previous to current. And now we're going to move on to the next one. So that would be current equals next node from the variable that we saved in the beginning. And then after we do it for each pointers, we return the previous, and that will make the entire reverse sorted list. So you get it, right? So how it works is given nodes and there's pointers dot next at each iteration. So we break it down into several iterations, and then we set the previous to none, and we reverse the pointer direction for the first two nodes, reverse it, and then we set this value as previous. We set this value as current. So now it's reversed. And then we move on to the next node. So this one, by using the previously initialized next node variable, and then do the same for this one. And after that, we do the same for this one. After that, we do the same for this one. So now the reversed sorted list returns. Yeah, well, people say it's easy. When I first saw this, it wasn't that easy for me. So I spent some time understanding it. And yeah, I know the basic skeleton now. Tomorrow, while finishing off this linked list series, I'm going to try some problems and consolidate my knowledge on this area, and hopefully you can learn from it as well. But yeah, thank you for listening. This was all for today. And yeah, please leave any comments if you guys have any suggestions or questions.